So it looks like the opening of the month has some rods energy, which is fire energy. That is vitality, that is life force. All rods represent fire. So what's going on there is Page of Wands. So I'm seeing here Page of Wands in reverse. Now, Page of Wands, it just tells me that your enthusiasm may be dampened a little bit at the beginning of December. Page of Wands is someone who is optimistic, who considers things and is willing to go forth, who has a certain amount of vitality. He's basically just like up for the game or up for things. Because it's in the reverse position, that tells me that maybe your optimism or your willingness, your enthusiasm or motivation towards things is a little bit in shadow. It's a little bit in delay. So if you open the month of December, you have that Page of Wands enthusiasm available to you, but it just tells me it may be dampened, it may be in shadow, it may take it a little bit to emerge at the beginning of the month. And that may be because you feel Nine of Wands a little bit. Nine of Wands is a card of the survivor. So Nine of Wands is someone who keeps getting knocked down and getting back up. Again, I call this card my Cool Hand Luke card because he always gets knocked down and always gets back up. And he's got a survivor mentality, a survivor attitude, but he's a little bit battle-worn, a little bit battle-scarred, so it makes him a little bit defensive or wary or paranoid. So be careful when this is in the reverse position like it is. Be careful that you don't get too, your focus is not on being defensive or being paranoid or feeling like, oh God, everything's always going to be a fight. I've always got to be like a survivor to get through this. Just know that you do always survive. That's what's showing up. And these two are at odds with one another. They're looking in opposite directions. So this is enthusiasm. This is wariness. So see where it is that you want to land. They're both kind of, it says that your enthusiasm is dampened a little bit. Like you're a little bit on the defense. You're a little bit wary of things. You're a little bit gun shy perhaps at the beginning of December, Libra. Seven of Cups tells me that there's lots of options in front of you. For some reason, I'm seeing this as social involvements, like lots of parties to go to or lots of things that fill your heart. Cups is heart energy and things that you desire. So this is lots of desires in front of you, lots of options. Seven of Cups warns us, be careful that you see, with all these desires and all these temptations, that you see things for what they really are. So if there are different people that you're interested in, be careful that they are actually who they say they are, or that the involvement with them is going to be what you think it will be. You know, look at things carefully when Seven of Cups shows up. Or be careful, you know, if you have temptations in terms of food or drugs or addiction, be careful that you know what the results are going to be. Because Seven of Cups has this Neptunian fog energy. It can trick us. We can think we're getting one thing and we end up getting another thing. Or it looks, you know, we see gold foil and we think it's gold, but it really just turns out to be, you know, foil paper or something like that. So Seven of Cups means take a good look at things. Be aware of your choices. You may engage in wishful thinking, but try to be realistic in your choices that you're making. Your intuition may be a little bit off at the beginning of the month, Libra. This is Queen of Cups, who is intuitive, she's kind, she's loving, she's tender-hearted, she's compassionate. Because she's in the reverse position, it tells me that your intuition you may not have a lot of access to your intuition right now. She's also in reverse and looking off on, you know, looking away from things. So you may not be seeing, this is Queen of Cups sees with her intuition. So it tells me with some of these choices that are brought before you, you may not be seeing them clearly with your intuitive mind. Your gut instincts may be off a little bit towards the beginning of the month. Or potentially this could also be a water sign. So this could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. If you're having troubles or if you're at odds with a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer person, just try to evaluate what your choices are and see if you can really look at those clearly, to see what is the result end that you want, especially in regards to that person. But I'm mostly reading that as your gut instincts, because Queen of Cups often represents connecting with your loving, tender, compassionate intuition. And with this card, if she's looking away from seeing the choices, it's telling me your gut instincts are a little bit off. So look at things clearly at the beginning of the month, especially if you're feeling like your enthusiasm is dampened. This is King of Rods, and he's also in the reverse position. King of Rods is someone who is bold and confident and eccentric and does things in his own unique way. So this also says that, you know, you might not be feeling at the height of your own powers. He's a master of fire, so this is often depicted by Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, and we're in Sagittarius right now. So it tells me you just may not be at the top of your game, or that you're doubting your own unique contribution to things. If you want to say something or do something or contribute in your own unique, original, bold way, this is just giving you, this tells me you might be a little gun shy about it, or that you're hesitant to represent yourself in your own confident, bold, unique way. Maybe regarding a new job or applying for a job, you know, that you're hesitant to be too out there or too opinionated, too strong-willed. Page of Pence or Page of Coins is someone who has optimism about money, optimism and willingness about creating a new lifestyle. Sometimes I see this as a job offer card. That's why I'm wondering if you're really representing yourself. It looks like there might be, in fact, a lot of competition. If you are applying for a new job, Five of Wands is competition and having to, like, war with others or fight with others for it. So it makes me, it tells me, are you having some doubts whether you could actually get this new thing? Or this could be a new lifestyle. Like if you've put a bid out on something that you're trying to acquire. Page of Coins is all about possessions and acquisitions. So if you're trying to acquire something, like if you're bidding on a house, you may have a unique, bold, original way of approaching the situation. Like maybe you want to send them flowers or something, but it tells me you're doubting it. So see if you can get out of the doubt that is coming up for you regarding this new endeavor that has to do with lifestyle or money or whatever it is that has to do with considering finances, considering assets, being willing. Try not to worry too much about the competition. Because, you know, Six of Coins is really a card about the haves and the have-nots. And where resources are going. Where's money going? Where's it being doled out? Who's going to get it? Who's not going to get it? The fact that it's in the reverse position tells me that you may be feeling more like one of the have-nots rather than one of the people who have it. And what I'm going to suggest in the middle of the month for you, Libra, is that see if you can look at competition instead of as aggression and warfare. See if you can see it as playfulness or as play. Like, I'm going to compete in this and I'm going to win. I'm going to have my own particular flair. That's King of Rods energy. My own confidence, my own boldness, my own eccentric way of doing things. Especially regarding this endeavor that I want to start. You know, it could be like you want to start a company and you see a lot of competition out there and you think, well, my way is just not original enough. I'm not usually the person who profits from doing things. See if you can look at it as like playfulness. Like, I'm just going to throw my hat in the ring anyway. I'm just going to play. One of the things that goes along with this card is this Buddhist saying that says, enjoy your problems. If this is struggle, if this is open conflict and warfare, try to see it as just like kids playing. Kids being silly. And that's one of the opportunities of this card, is to see it as, you know, make light of your problems. See it as fun. See it as, instead of competition, see it as playfulness. That might be my recommendation to you in general in the middle of December, Libra. If things get too serious and you're doubting yourself, these two coin cards and King of Rods in reverse tell me that you may be doubting yourself, especially regarding the initiation of anything to do with money. We do have new moon on December 11th in Sagittarius. Let's see, which is Libra, Scorpio, Sag. It's in your 3rd house of communication. So if you want to find a new way of communicating, it's a wonderful time to set that intention. New moons are all about new beginnings, setting intentions, beginning something new. If you want to do that, middle of the month is great for that, for you. See if you can communicate your own unique way and be bold, especially about a new enterprise. And don't worry about the competition. Look at it as play. Look at it as sport. And maybe you can start identifying with one of the people who's doling out the coins instead of the beggar who's not getting any. So there's some resources that you may have to gain if you can access your own confidence. Think about what it is you want to bring to yourself and look at it in a spirit of fun and play. Because towards the end of the month, tables are turning for you, Libra. Not as fast as you'd like them to because this card's in reverse, but Wheel of Fortune means times are changing. Whoever's in the top position is going to be in the bottom position. Who's ever in the bottom position is going to be coming to the top as this wheel turns. So things are changing. You know, seasons are changing, tides are turning, tables are turning. The fact that it's in reverse means it's not turning as fast as you want it to. Things aren't changing as quickly as you'd like it to. It is turning, but it's turning slowly. And it tells me that there's something that you are getting tired of. There's at the end of the month is Eight of Cups. And 8 of Cups means being weary of something, means being ready to walk away from something that you've put a lot of your heart into, a lot of TLC. You've spent some time investing in this job or lifestyle or home or way of doing things. It's been something you've been doing for a while and you're ready to leave. You're ready to move on from it. This is also depicting both a new moon and a full moon towards the end of the month, and we have a full moon December 25th in Cancer. So let's see, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. That's in, it looks like that might be in your 4th house. Your full moon in your 4th house of home. So I'll have to put that in the notes. I've got to check my records on that. I'm not sure if it's 4th house or not for you, but it's in Sagittarius. Or rather, sorry, the full moon's in Cancer, the new moon's in Sagittarius. And the full moon is a time to release things. It's a time to, when things culminate, it's a time to let go of things that are no longer serving you. So I'm getting the sense for you that during that full moon, that you're ready to let go of something. That's what this card is saying to me. And you're also considering, being very conventional and or spiritual about it. Hierophant is someone who is concerned with the spiritual world, and he's concerned with rules that have to do with social mores, social dictates. So he's a very conventional person. It tells me you're going to be pretty practical about the matter, as well as consider some of the higher ideals and higher purposes of what you're doing. And then 6 of Cups is just kindness and sweetness. This is a wonderful card to end the month on, Libra. It's a card of compassion. It's a card of sweetness. You can see in the card that it's 2 children who are just giving to one another. They're giving to each other of their hearts, and it's just flowers which represent the innocence and kindness of children. So it's returning to a childlike state. Sometimes it's reunion with someone from our past. So this could be reunion with an old love or just being around your family. You can see it may even just be siblings pictured in the picture. So it's reunion, sentimentality, innocence, compassion, and it's a wonderful way to end December, Libra. I hope that happens for you, because it's a nice way to end the month. That is my reading for you, Libra. If you have any questions, feel free to comment in the comment section below, and I love to reply to your comments. I just want to thank everyone for watching, and feel free to like, share, or subscribe.